Hi guys, we're back at JFK and this is New York City. I'm at Times Square. It's nice for lift and travel and we're flying back with BA to London Heathrow. Let's go.
Let's not skip over the backstory. So on the way out, I started in Dublin, which took 3 hours due to not so great weather, followed by a technical fault on the plane. Bus took us to the terminal where we waited 30 minutes for someone to escort us over, running as much as I could through security and over to the sea gates within 50 minutes. God. Only to discover my flight to JFK was delayed by 30 minutes. Not a great start. However, all was fine today because we're back in New York and we're taking the return flight back to London Heathrow. Let's go. British Airways recently moved from Terminal 7 to Terminal 8, which gives better alignment with American Airlines flights from the same terminal. There were a few issues with staff not knowing who should go in which lounge and overcrowding, but these have been worked out. If you're travelling in business class or you hold Oneworld Sapphire or Emerald status, you can access the Greenwich lounge. It's a nice space with a good variety of food, different seating options and views of the planes, and of course shower facilities. The area called the tasting room was previously the first class only dining area, but now features a bar called the Bridge, which is run by Native Ale. If you're travelling in first class, you'll opt for the Chelsea lounge. However, if you hold Emerald status like I do, then you'll likely spend your time in the Soho lounge, which is only 100 metres away. The Soho lounge is a brand new and joint venture between American Airlines and British Airways. It's a beautiful space with a vast amount of seating, but it's divided up into different areas so it doesn't feel like a waiting room. There's plenty of variety of food from the buffet, and you can also order food from the menu using a QR code on the table. Unfortunately, when I visited, there was a software glitch. If you request a drink and food at the same time, neither will appear. They are aware of this, but I didn't realise until 20 minutes after waiting and had to reorder my burger. The burger was really tasty, but far too big. I couldn't finish it. It's time to board. I was incredibly tired on the way back after an 11-hour layover in JFK, so I'm using footage from the outbound flight. From JFK, I took BA 112, which is the 1930, the first to depart JFK for London, which was busy. The flight from London, on the other hand, to JFK, BA 179, the 1800, was dead. Only 5 passengers in business class. For a 777-300, that's spooky. Not to mention, probably pretty bad for BA's profit and loss balance sheet. JFK, I've gone for 16A on the 777-200. You may wish to avoid rows 5, 9 and 17 though, due to having only one window. Before takeoff, you are typically offered a pre-departure drink, orange juice or champagne. I opted for both. Typically, you'll also get a hot towel, although unusually on today's flight, this came after the dinner service. Let's explore the seat before dinner. These newer seats are becoming quite common in the industry. You'll find a car-style seatbelt for takeoff and landing. This is optional though to wear during the flight, as this is more comfortable. BA's new business class product, entitled Club Suite, features this large 18-inch IFE screen. That's quite the upgrade from Club World. To my left are the seat controls, and above this are 2 storage compartments, featuring a control for the IFE, which I tend not to use, a universal plug socket, 2 USBs, and a headphone jack. Above this, next to your head, is a useful LED light. Hidden just beyond this out of sight is a tiny cupboard complete with a mirror. No thank you. The Unity kit can also be found here. Speaking of which, if you're enjoying the video, please subscribe and like below. By doing so, you could be in the chance to receive an amenity kit from one of our travels. The details will be provided once we hit 1,000 subscribers. Many thanks, back to the video. The IFE is provided by Panasonic. It's a shame it doesn't support 4K, and as you can see, on this flight it was a little bit unresponsive. There is a good variety and quite extensive range of films. However, if you travel more than twice a month, you will probably run out. What I do love is that BA has an alliance with Paramount. Star Trek, Halo, you've made my day. There's a good range of TV shows, British classics, kids and audio. Headphones aren't branded, but the sound quality was really good. But since we travelled Emirates in the A380 First product, no headphones will ever be the same. If you want to see the upcoming review for Emirates, be sure to subscribe and like below. Before the meal service, I've opted for a Fizzberry, which is a non-alcoholic and very delicious drink, which comes with a pack of mixed nuts. To accompany my meal, I asked for a tea with milk and sugar. Here's a copy of the menu. Feel free to pause the video so you can look more in depth. The starter consisted of a rocket salad with sun-dried tomatoes, olives and feta cheese, followed by a massive slither of lock-fin smoked salmon with asparagus and truffled remoulade. Remoulade? Absolutely delicious. Just in case that wasn't enough, a warm trio of breads. A glass of white wine felt appropriate to accompany the roasted chicken supreme, not acidic and rather tasty, as was the chicken. Chicken is usually a winner, it's not difficult to cook, unlike the beef options. And to finish, a banana and chocolate mousse cake, which was just incredible. Please don't watch me. Let's go explore the plane. There are 8 seats in first, 49 seats in business in a 1-2-1 configuration, 40 in premium economy in a 2-4-2, and 144 seats in economy in a very dense 3-4-3. Ouch, that's tight. This is one of the toilets at the very rear of the plane. It's so long that I can't even touch the opposite end. Nothing particularly special to note. Let's go have a look at the economy section. This is seat 40A. This is great for couples and the 3 rows in front because there is no third seat. There's plenty of room for your feet and for your legs, and my knees never touch the seat. There's a seat back pocket which is a good size, and this modern table gives different functionality. There is a USB charging port below the IFE, and it features the same content. I have fairly large hands, but it's still a decent size for economy. This is a pretty comfortable seat. You'll notice the adjustable headrest behind me. Here's the button to put the seat back, which gives maybe a few inches. Glad to know though, the armrest goes all the way back. You'll notice it was really quiet back here as well, plenty of seats. Anyway, let's move down a cabin beyond the curtain to premium economy. This is seat 24A, which is quite the upgrade over economy. You'll notice that the IFE has slightly grown to almost the same size as an iPad. The legroom has a modest difference. There's a seat back pocket, the same as economy, and the button to put the chair back is now built into a centre console, which is also where you'll find the tray table. You don't know what you'd put in this tiny storage area, but there is a drop-down footrest. Premium economy is pretty standard across the industry. I find the seat pretty comfortable. And in the front row, you'll see a good example of the bassinet in use. The flight really isn't long. With only a few hours left, I wanted to see what the seat was like in the lie flat position. This is how it should look. The White Company supplies a mattress topper and a reasonably sized duvet. Not as good as Cathay Pacific, but the pillow is definitely plumper. To aid my sleep, when the club suite was first announced, this was a game changer, because following Qatar Airways, it comes with its very own door. Yum yum, a roast beef rarebit on ciabatta bread, more bread, I'm getting so bored of bread, and a ginger creme caramel. It was delicious, and for a 6-hour 55-minute flight, I don't think I want a full second meal. Sleep is the aim here. And with that, we're now descending into London Heathrow. Let's discuss the flight, but before that, please, if you did enjoy the video, show us the love and subscribe and like below. Looking online, there are plenty of people who aren't very happy about the recent disruption and the every so often IT meltdowns, but there is a reason why we choose them. They don't want to be up there with Emirates or Qatar. They offer a pretty good product that hits the middle ground. On long-haul flights, there's no need to get a short-haul plane and spend a long layover in Europe. And even depending on your starting point, you can pick up some pretty well-priced flights in the sales, although this can be quite heavy on the USA. I enjoy travelling with them mainly though because the cabin crew and that British charm, and the food, while not maybe 5-star, is usually pretty tasty, and the dessert can always be relied on. Thanks for watching, and if you do see me travelling, feel free to give me a wave. I know I look grumpy, but I'm just jet lagged, and don't forget to subscribe for a chance to get a free mini kit once we hit 1,000 subscribers. Safe travels.